So this interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. And this interview has been sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. So this interview is sponsored by. 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 So guys, this interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. 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 Sponsor. 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 Sponsored by.
Hi there, it's Joe from Sustainable Future Consultancy. Our main aim is to help people reduce energy costs and improve their EPC ratings of their homes. We do that by offering free grants for people to get free air source heat pumps, solar panels, insulation, electric storage upgrades, and in some cases gas boilers. If you're interested and you think you may be eligible, click on the link, head over to the website and find out a bit more.
You're my spicy margarita, babe. Burn my tongue, make me shake. Mix it up or give it to me straight. Turn me on, make me.
I'm free to be the greatest Himalayan. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. The greatest, the greatest, the greatest. I love you. The greatest, the greatest. I love you. Don't give up, I won't give up. Don't give up, no, no, no. Don't give up, I won't give up. Don't give up, no, no, no. I'm free to be the greatest Himalayan. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. The greatest, the greatest, the greatest. I love you. The greatest, the greatest. I love you. Oh, oh, I ain't got stamina. Oh, oh, I ain't got stamina. Oh, oh, I ain't got stamina. Oh, oh, I ain't got stamina.
I'm Samantha Merrilees. I am Scott's proud ma, and I'm also the founder of his charity, the Scott Martin Foundation. Scott was a lovely boy. He was a wonderful person. He had a really big personality, really large character. He was the life and soul, and that was apparent even when he was a small child. He was the type of person that even if you only met him once or you just met him briefly, you never forgot him, you always remembered him. He was really caring. He was just a lovely boy to have around. He was really family orientated, so he really loved like being around his family, any get-togethers or stuff like that. He loved that kind of thing, and he also loved being around his friends. At school, I would say Scott was never really academic. He struggled quite a lot through school, right from primary school right into high school. Anything sport, Scott excelled at. He was just natural. He was just a natural sports person. Boxing and football was obviously his main things, but any kind of sport at all, whether it be snowboarding, cycling, fishing, anything that he kind of put his hand to, he was brilliant at it.
Referee Joe Duffy stops this contest in round number 2 in favour of the winner, who is now Scottish novice schoolboy, born 0405, 62 kilo champion in the blue corner, Scott Martin.
Brilliant, man! Scott first became ill and started to voice what he was experiencing when he was around about 15, coming up for 16. And a lot of the things the kind of doctors put down to just being like his age, hormones and things like that. Then when he turned 16, he started to say and voice more that he was really struggling with his mental health. And probably like most parents locally, we thought that the process would be quite straightforward to access the mental health system for children. Going to the doctor, and we thought it would just be an assessment, and then he would receive the care and support. But as I said, like a lot of other local families, we found that wasn't the case at all. It was so hard to access any support for him. We felt as a family that they weren't really taking things serious with Scott. And even though we were seeing in the house how much he was struggling and we were relaying to them everything that was happening, he still wasn't deemed like he was ill enough to receive immediate support. In the May 2020, that's when Scott had his first attempt to take his life. And even following that and everything else that Scott had presented with, they still didn't think he was high enough risk. So we were then left as a family just to kind of care for him ourselves. So following his appointment in May, after his first attempt to take his life, Scott was placed on the waiting list for CAMHS. We were told that it would be a minimum of 18 weeks before he even received a letter. He waited until the December to actually see somebody face to face. That was the 21st of December. So for all those months, Scott had struggled with maybe just a phone call every couple of weeks for somebody for CAMHS, and obviously us as support. In that time we had another suicide attempt, and his health just deteriorated rapidly. As I had said before, we just couldn't get help anywhere, we couldn't get support anywhere. Even though we were screaming out and Scott was openly asking for support, he was actively trying to take his life, there still was no support there at all for us. He had his appointment at CAMHS on the 21st of December, and 9 days later Scott took his own life. He had went so long with no support that he obviously thought there was just no other way. In the weeks that followed Scott's suicide, loads of people contacted me through Messenger or sent me a text message or came up to me in the street and told me their story with their children or their child, and just said that it was the same kind of story as what Scott's was. You know, they'd been trying it hard to access support. They felt like the one had been taken serious or their child wasn't deemed ill enough. They didn't meet the criteria for the support for CAMHS. As a family, we sat and we kind of thought, you know, there has to be something locally, there has to be something better that can be put in place that can support the kids immediately. If they need it, if they're brave enough to ask for support, then they should receive it. So we decided to take the money that had been donated to us through the GoFundMe at the time when Scott died, and we put it into a charity. And what we do is we pay now private counsellors or therapists to see the kids straight away. The kids still go to their GP, and then the referral's still sent through to CAMHS. Once they've either been placed on the waiting list or they've been told that they don't meet the criteria for support, they can then contact us and we can step in and support meantime as a stepping stone, so that no child's left for any length of time with no support at all, like what Scott was. The support that we put in place comes for private counsellors and therapists, which means that there's a better chance that the support can be given to the kids immediately. They don't need to wait any length of time. As a foundation as well, we work in partnership with Scott's own gym, Sparta Boxing Academy. We fully fund boot camps that run during the kids' holidays, so that alleviates the pressure from the parents to be able to afford it, because every space is fully funded by Scott's Foundation. As a family and as a foundation, we recognise the importance and the need for immediate support to be there for the local children that are suffering from poor mental health or suicidal ideation. Every penny that we receive to Scott's Foundation goes towards securing the support that we've already established in the local area for local children. There's no formal criteria for support, so any child that is brave enough to ask for help and support receives support. Every referral that we receive is completely confidential, and it's filtered through to the best therapist or counsellor. For more information or to access the support that we offer locally, you can contact us via our website or through email or through our social media platforms. Thanks for listening to Scott's story and the work that we now do in his memory. Our aims are to raise awareness of youth suicide and to support youths and children through mental health, and we hope that with your support and the continued support of the local people that we'll be able to do this for a long time.
Hi, my name's David Mackenzie. I'm the manager here at the Change Centre in Dundee. The Change Centre was created to give a home to our players here in Dundee, bringing a number of essential services under the one roof. One of our aims at the Change Centre is to implement our ethos of same team, and that means not only engaging with a range of our target groups, but also a range of services where we can bring people together to access more support and have more success of positive change. We have adult programmes, we have women-only programmes, we have targeted youth programmes, and we also run events. Alongside all of this is our personal development programmes, where we aim to not focus on performance, but to focus on transferable skills into other walks of life, such as family settings, social settings, employment settings, and so forth. Sitting in the heart of the community, the development of the Change Centre has been really exciting. We have an indoor 7-a-side pitch, a games hall with a hard floor, education suite, as well as an open community zone and space for players to engage with one another and also other services. With plans to develop the centre further, we hope you can join us on a journey for positive change.
It's the encouragement and positivity that's kept me here. When I first came, there was no negativity. It's like, what you want to do, let's go and help, let's give you the support you need, and let's benefit your life. It's going to be a one-stop shop for all your services that you need. It's all going to be here. There's not going to be that hassle or that many barriers to get that support that you need. It's just so very welcoming when you come in here. As one of the players said, it's just like going to your mate's house and chilling. It's the feel it's got. It's no... Even, like, I've got major anxiety myself, and even coming to big crowds and that, I don't really do well. But coming here, you didn't feel like that at all. This ease, the ease is... As soon as you come in that door, that ease is gone. You're made welcome. If I was in the First Street Soccer, I would not be standing here speaking to you right now.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Ahead of our international, we have a special attraction for you. So without any further ado, please be of good voice and welcome both boxers to the ring. So ladies and gentlemen, I was worried there for a second. I'm looking around, there's no man apart from me with a white shirt in the boxing ring. I thought, am I going to referee this? Not a chance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special attraction. We tried hard to get bouts for these two young men, and we just couldn't get anybody to take up the challenge. So we have this special attraction. This is an exhibition. Let these two young guys showcase their skills in front of a big audience. And we have another special attraction. We have one of the world's finest referees, ladies and gentlemen, international referee, championship referee. Please, a warm welcome, Mr. Norrie McVicker. Just hope the boxers get a better welcome than that. Ladies and gentlemen, Frankie's Fish Bar is our sponsor for the trophies for this contest. Light flyweight exhibition, 3 2-minute rounds. We've met the official. It's now time to meet the boxers. Firstly, unboxing out of the red corner. He wears red with black and white. He boxes for Quinn's Boxing Club in Springfield, Cooper. Please welcome Matthew Lumsden. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing white with green and gold, he proudly boxes for the 67-year-old St. Francis Boxing Club Dundee, presenting Bailey Nelson.
So if you are watching online, don't forget to hit that wee thumbs up button. You can share this link, you can watch it back, you can head over to our JATV Live Instagram page for some highlights later on this evening. If you have any shout outs, any boxers that you've got on the card, let us know. Craig Ferry, who's gutted because he's lying in the sun. Alright, thanks for that. It's absolutely wet as hell outside. Just you can watching online, don't forget to hit that wee thumbs up button. So we are just testing some sound. That's why we've got. Hopefully you hear us. Craig, let us know. I was giving you a shout out if that's what you were wondering. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. So once again, we'll try the sound. So once again, yeah, hopefully you can hear me. So you are watching JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show with me, Jamie Alexander O'Neill. We're here at the Change Centre in Dundee. We've got 14 bouts, Scotland versus England for you this evening. We will be speaking to the boxers throughout the night. So if you are watching online, don't forget to hit that wee thumbs up button. Let your friends and family know where to watch us. And you can watch it all back on JATV Live's YouTube channel at no cost whatsoever to you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if the standard of boxing this evening is anything like this, we are in for a treat. Please show your appreciation for both boxers, Matthew Lumsden and Bailey Nelson. So we have tokens of appreciation for both these young men for playing their part in the 67th anniversary. I was saying 76 because I looked at Nori and that number just popped into my head. I don't know why. So ladies and gentlemen, just before the competition starts, We're going to give our English counterparts a bit of a treat because we have Lucas Scott, one of the area's finest pipers, and Lucas is going to strike up, and we are going to have a parade of Team England and Team Scotland. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined in the boxing ring by our team managers, our flag bearers, representing Team Scotland, representing Team England. We have representing the visitors. We're going to have to wait until the end of the second half before we see this young man in England in action, I should say. We have England's flag bearer and our main event boxer. Would you please welcome for the first time Mr. Rhys Vincent. And our Scotland flag bearer, would you please welcome for the first time here this evening, Adam Pattern. Our team managers from Team England, Mr. Joe Taylor. And not for the first time, our team manager from Team Scotland, Mr. Norrie McVicker. So we have an exchange of gifts. And I do believe that Norrie would like to address you with a few words.
Yeah, thanks very much. First of all, thanks very much for joining us in this occasion. Just a quick word, because we want to get on to the boxing. I'd like to thank Joe, and I've given him a presentation of so you have a memory of this event, which is the first event of Scotland Alliance and England Alliance. Some of this has been in the planning for about 4 years. Those who are close to me know how that's happened, but we really appreciate it, and we really hope that you give both sets of boxers your appreciation tonight, and enjoy yourselves. Thanks.
So thank you to Norrie. So we turn to our piper, Mr. Lucas Scott, who will pipe out our boxers. So, ladies and gentlemen, we invite our first referee to join me in the boxing ring, and we will get straight on with the action.
So if you are just joining us, welcome to JATV Live's coverage of St Francis Boxing Club's dinner. We'll pass to Craig Stephen in the ring.
Two boxers to the ring.
So kicking us off, Keegan Niverton and Cody Riddle from Jonesy's. We get 14 bouts scheduled this evening. There will be some changes. Our award-winning international sports announcer, Mr. Craig Stephen, is our ring announcer in the ring. He will keep us right. And don't forget, all of our online bouts are sponsored by O'Connell's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events. JATV Live's brand partner is Fierce Promotions, and this event is sponsored by JAI Roofing Solutions. So, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of our event sponsors, JI Roofing Solutions, and on behalf of St Francis Boxing Club on their 67th anniversary show, very warm welcome here to the Change Centre in Dundee for our grassroots festival of boxing, Scotland versus England. All our officials ringside have been appointed by Boxing Alliance Scotland. Our official in charge is Mr. Jim Sterling. He's assisted by Mr. Danny Scullion and Mr. Willie Arbuckle. Our medical officer is Dr. Scott Henderson, the one, the only. Our timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Ryan O'Rourke. And the referee in charge for this one, would you please give a very warm welcome to Mr. Paul O'Connor. So our sponsor for this one is David Rankin. This is a lightweight contest, made at 62 kilos. It's 3 2-minute rounds of boxing. We've met the officials, now time to welcome the most important people in the building. It's time to meet our boxers. Firstly, boxing out of the red corner, wearing the black shorts with orange and gold. He boxes for Fun for All in Southall, England tonight, representing England. He is Keegan Niverton. And
man across the ring in the blue corner, wearing white shorts with black. Boxing for Jones's Boxing Club in Clean, Stirlingshire, tonight representing Scotland, Cody Little.
So kicking us off with the first competitive bout of this evening's boxing. Keegan Neverton from Fun for All Boxing and Cody Liddell from Jonesy's. If you are joining us online, thank you so much. We've got plenty of comments coming in. Just a reminder to keep them polite and respectful. So once again, all of JATV Live's online bouts are sponsored by Bout Time Boxing Events and O'Connell's Bar and Diner. And this event is sponsored by JI Roofing Solutions. So nice work from both boxers so far. Cody throwing that double jab there. Keegan working well on the back foot. So up next, Charlie Walsh and Chris Marr. We've got Laurie Walsh watching online. Final 10 seconds of round number one. So guys, you're watching JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis 67th Boxing Club show. 67th Boxing Club show. Yeah, it's their 67th anniversary. 67 years of St Francis. Thanks to that, we've got English and Scottish Alliance. For those of you who don't know, Stephen McQuarrie. He's just checking where his boxers are on. So, in the ring, Keegan Neverton and Cody Liddell. And I've just found out we are being shown in other rooms in the change centre, so if you're watching in the back or downstairs, thank you for watching. You'll see me jump up and down, grabbing the boxers between the bouts. International star referee Paul O'Connor in the ring with both our boxers. Nice shots at landing from Keegan Niverton. And if you are watching online, don't be scared to take your phone out. You can tag us on our Instagram page, JATV Live. And later on we'll keep up with all the highlights from this evening. So a quick shout out to all our JATV Live sponsors. You will see them up on your screen. And all of our interviews are sponsored by Sustainable Future Consultancy and RSS Securities. Our online bouts are sponsored by Bout Time Boxing Events and O'Connell's Bar and Diner. All of our JATV Live Club sponsors that support our channel are in the middle of the screen, so thank you so much. St Francis have just renewed, as has Antonine and Cambus Nevin Miners, where we were last night. So whether we look at the bout list, and some of you are asking, in the ring right now is bout number 1, Keegan Niverton and Cody Liddell. Up next, Charlie Walsh and Chris Marr. And then we'll have Neve Driver and Zohar Omar. It's changed to the card. So we go third and final round. Keegan Niverton in the red corner, Cody Liddell in the blue. So crowd really starting to liven up with this one. So I've just seen in the comments it is being shown live in Charlie Walsh's granddad's pub. So thank you for everybody that's watching. I don't know the name of the pub, but so this is the first England versus Scotland. So it's Amateur Alliance in England and Boxing Alliance Scotland. So that's a bell for the first competitive bout. Well done there to both boxers, making history for both boxing alliances. Our Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Scott Henderson, will check over both boxers. And we go back to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement.
So ladies and gentlemen, David Rankin is our trophy sponsor for this one. Throughout the evening we have trophy sponsors for every contest. We do believe they're all with us. We're going to ask our trophy sponsor if they could please make their way down to the trophy table. That's situated just against the wall, beside where the flags are. Norrie is there, he will help you with it. And we'll have our official photographs there as well. Ladies and gentlemen, our opening contest, please your appreciation for both boxers in the ring. we go to our judges' score totals. Unanimous decision. The winner in the blue corner, Tony Little. And please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation. The man from Fun for All, Southern London, representing England, Kieran Niverton. So any mums, dads, family, friends want to get in on the photographs after the presentation will be done right down here, and there is a little bit of room against the wall if you want to make your way down and get a few personal photographs. Right, we're good to go, ladies and gentlemen. Change of referee, contest number 2. Would you please welcome both boxers to the ring.
So this is Charlie Walsh and Chris Mott. You pass back to Craig Stephen.
So ladies and gentlemen, contest number 2 of our Scotland-England Grassroots International, very proudly sponsored. Our trophies by Graham and Sibbald. Graham and Sibbald, they're our sponsors for this one. This is a pinweight contest, made at 38 kilos, 3 1.5-minute rounds of boxing, and in charge of the action for this one, veteran championship referee from Scotland, Mr. James Thompson. Introducing first the boxing out of the red corner. He wears the black shorts with silver grey trim. He boxes for Joe's Boxing Academy in Ongar, Essex. This evening, representing the England Alliance, here is Jazza Charlie Walsh. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing sparkling black with green and white. Boxing for St. Francis Boxing Dundee. This evening, representing the Scotland Alliance, it's Chris Marcy-Marr.
So once again, you are watching JATV Live's coverage of the St. Francis Boxing Club dinner. Scottish versus English Alliance. In the ring, Charlie Walsh from JBA and Chris Marr from St. Francis. Shout out to everyone who's watching from the Cottage Loaf, Loughton, Essex. I hope I said that right. So this is bout number 2. Nice movement already from the English boxer. You see Chris try to throw in some body shots. A nice jab there from Charlie Walsh. Great head movement as well. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. So this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Cody Liddell just at the ring, kicking off the competitive part of the show. Nice wee win for you. How you feeling, bro?
I'm feeling great, aye. It was a good win, and he was a good boy to fight against. Like, I enjoyed that.
So you had a wee walkout, right, with all your teammates. This is the first Scotland versus England event with the alliances. What's that like to be part of that Scotland team when you're walking out with the piper leading your countrymen?
It feels great, and I'm like very grateful to get the opportunity in that to fight. Yeah.
Who are we getting a shout out? Who's been supporting you?
My coaches, my family, and my pals. Right,
man, Cody, as always, brilliant boxing. Thank you so much for chatting to me. We go back in for round number 2. So this is Charlie Walsh, JBA in the red corner. Chris Marr from St Francis, this is his hometown, in the blue. And here we go, round number 2. So if you are watching online, hit that wee thumbs up button, let us know you're there, let us know in the comments as well. I think the English are outweighing the Scottish in the comment section. Maybe that's because most of the Scottish families are here, but it's good to see. Keep it up. Chris Marr throwing that double jab, trying to get support on the back foot. Charlie doing well on the back foot himself. Great composure with these two. Sometimes you see the amateur bouts go really, really fast. They're taking their time, they're sussing each other out, they're using that ring space well. We'll come to closing moments of round number 2. That's Ronnie Clark, former professional boxer in the blue corner as the coach for St Francis. So I will say our ring announcer, award-winning international sports announcer Mr Craig Stephen, his grandson Jack is assisting him with the music tonight. I've seen him at one show before, does brilliant work. We'll look at the bout list. So I do believe that bout number 3, Kyle Kirkwood and Jamie Ball will be swapped further down. First up will be Zohar Omar and Neve Driver up next. But as always, I will await for the ring announcer to let me know. Third and final round of bout number 2 though, Charlie Walsh and Chris Marr. I think this could be close enough that it may come down to this round. A shout out to Peter Krieger who's watching online. So this is the 4th time we've been at the Change Centre. We've been here for Boxing Alliance National Championships. We've been here for the St Francis boxing shows in the past. Great venue, love the team here, always supporting us. And we are playing in other parts of the venue for those boxers who are getting ready, what you watch in the back. Final 10 seconds of round number 3. What you need to remember with almost all, in fact, if not all, the boxers tonight is that they have never seen each other before. This is their first interaction when they step foot in that ring. It's a bit different from national championships and regional tournaments, because some boxers will have an idea, maybe they sparred each other before. So a lot of the boxers will be trying to suss each other out, maybe be a bit hesitant here and there. But we go back to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement.
So ladies and gentlemen, our trophy sponsor for this contest, the good people at Graham and Sibbald. If they are with us, if they could make their way please to the trophy table for the presentations. But before we declare the result, ladies and gentlemen, please your appreciation. Both our boxers in the ring. So 3 hard-fought rounds of boxing. We go to our judges' score totals. Unanimous decision. The winner in the blue corner, Chris Barr. And please, ladies and gentlemen, show your appreciation. The man representing England Alliance, Charlie Walsh. So both boxers can make their way to the medal table, situated along the back wall beside the Scotland and England flags. And if we do have Graham and Sibbald with us, our trophy sponsors, could they please make their way to the trophy table?
So it is
change of referee,
unfortunate that we can only have one winner. I think both boxers done well.
To make its way to the ring. Would you please welcome both boxers to the ring?
So this is Neve Driver and, oh, this is a change of plan. I think this is Jamie Ball and Kyle Kirkwood. So my apologies, this will be Jamie Ball and Kyle Kirkwood, as is on the original plan and not the printed off version that they gave me and told me it was updated.
ladies and gentlemen, this is contest number 3, very proudly sponsored by J&K Harper. I'm going to try and find out, is our sponsor with us here? J&K Harper? Are we anywhere? No? We cheer? Obviously not. A couple of empty tables, maybe that's their table. J&K Harper, they are our sponsor for this one. So ladies and gentlemen, this is 3 1.5-minute rounds of boxing in the bantamweight division. A referee in charge for this one, would you please give a very warm Scottish welcome to Ms. Mairead O'Connor. Introducing first the boxing out of the red corner. He wears black and silver shorts. He boxes for Champs Camp Boxing Club in the No Mercy Gym in Hitchin, Hertfordshire. Tonight, representing the England Alliance, would you please welcome to Scotland, Jamie Ball. And opposing him in the blue corner, wearing black with white trim, he proudly boxes for the Joneses Boxing Club in the village of Clean, Stirlingshire. Would you please welcome Kyle Kirkwood.
So this is bout number 3 of JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club presents Boxing Alliance Scotland versus Amateur Alliance of England. This is Kyle Kirkwood from Joneses in the blue corner, Jamie Ball from C Camp. So once again, don't forget you can watch all this back on JATV Live's YouTube channel, JATV Live, and you'll get all the highlights on our Instagram page if you want. If you're watching on your phone, send a wee recording, tag us in it, JATV Live. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. So this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Chris Marr, just at the ring. How you feeling, bro?
Quite good.
Enjoy that. So you're in front of your home crowd. What does that do for your motivation getting into that ring?
I don't really know.
It just pushes you to go forward because everybody had to pull you away for your fans, man, try to take pictures and all of you. Who do you think they are? Sitting up your way for an interview? Okay, no, man. Who are you going to shout out to who's been supporting you?
My dad and my mates and my coach, Ronnie, Clark, and my dad, love him. Yeah.
Right, man. Listen, we're going to pass back in the ring. Thank you so much, my man. I'll catch up with you shortly. For those of you who are watching for Charlie Walsh, I'll have him up in just a few moments. But until then, thank you, Chris. I'll catch you soon. So we go round number 2, or bout number 3, Jamie Ball from C Camp and Kyle Kirkwood from Joneses. And for those of you who are tuning in and watching from Charlie's grandpa's pub, the Cottage Loaf, Loughton, Essex. We have Charlie up in a wee minute. So all of our online bouts are sponsored by Bout Time Boxing Events and O'Connell's Bar and Diner. Final few seconds of round number 2. So this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Charlie Walsh, your whole family's watching. I know you're a bit tired. I was speaking to you. It was a bit of a travel up for you. But listen, how did you find it anyway?
Good. Yeah, good.
It's good experience. Good. Like, I mean, it's the first time we've had Scotland versus England. Maybe when you have it down south. You can return the favour. We'll see how tired the boxers of Scotland are travelling all the way down. You've got your whole family watching in your grandpa's pub, but who are we giving a shout out to? Who's been supporting your boxing journey so far?
My dad.
Your dad? Who's your biggest supporter?
My dad and my mum.
Is that Laurie Walsh? Who's Laurie Walsh?
My auntie.
Oh, she's been writing in the comments. She's a big supporter as well, so shout out to her. But listen, Charlie, thank you so much, my man. Go rest up, and hopefully we'll come down and see you down south soon. All right, my man, thank you.
Belt tournament next Saturday.
Oh, you say it again? Come here. Say it again.
Belt tournament next Saturday and Sunday.
Bro, tag me in and let me know how it gets on, Max. I'll share that content as well, bro. All right, thank you. We are back in the ring, third and final rounds of Jamie Ball and Kyle Kirkwood. That was Charlie Walsh. He's got his belt tournament next Saturday, so we'll be looking out to see how he gets on in that. So it's getting a wee bit scrappy, and then I did say that most of the boxers will be meeting for the first time ever in the ring, so we'll be trying to suss each other out. There'll be a few clashes of styles, that is to be expected. But this is the first Scotland versus English Boxing Alliance Select meeting. Nice work there from Jamie Ball. Seacamp boxer in the red corner. Again, he's got a wee spring in his left jab. Final 10 seconds of round number 3. No, Neve should be up next. So there was a mix-up on my card that I was given. So Dr. Scott Henderson will check over both boxers, and then we will pass back to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement. Guys, don't go anywhere. Still plenty to come this evening.
So, ladies and gentlemen, J&K Harper, our trophy sponsors for this one. If they're with us, if they could make their way to the trophy table. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, please show your appreciation for both our boxers. We go to our judges' score totals, all in agreement, winner by unanimous decision. In the red corner, Jamie Ball. And please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for Jones's boxer representing the Scotland Alliance, Kyle Kirkwood. So if both boxers could make their way, please, to the trophy table. We are going to stay with Ms. O'Connor. Contest, or are we? Yes, we are. Right, okay. Contest number 4. About to make its way to the ring. First of our female contests here this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome both boxers to the ring.
So well done there to Jamie Ball from Seacamp. Well deserved one. Now we've got bout number 4, Neve Driver from KSOB. And Zuhar Omar from O'Neill's.
rival. Go Michael, take your pick. Jackson, Tyson, Jordan, Game 6. Also hard, got a broke clock. Rollies that don't tick tock. On the Mars, that's losing time. Hidden behind all these big rocks. Also hard, I'm strapped too. I'm supposed to be locked up too. You escape, but I escape. You be in Paris, get messed up too. Also hard, it's shit faded. Line with these for like 6 days. Gold miles, soul miles, still an ace in my sick days. Also hard, speed headed. Just might let you meet Yeti. Shot towns, B-Roads, moving the next DK. Also hard, you wanna find me. That's the crack. That's the crack. That's the crack. Also hard, you wanna find me. That's the crack. That's the crack. That's the crack.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is contest number 4. We are currently at 2 to Scotland, 1 to England. We're into 4. This is very proudly sponsored by City Cabs. And this is 3 1.5-minute rounds of boxing, a light bantamweight contest. Referee in charge once again was Mairead O'Connor, introducing first, boxing out of the red corner. She wears the black shorts with white trim. She proudly boxes for the Kettering School of Boxing. Tonight, she represents the England Alliance. Would you please welcome to Scotland, Niamh Driver! And opposing her across the ring, in the blue corner, wearing the blue shorts with white trim. She proudly boxes for the O'Neill's Boxing Club, Cambuslang, Glasgow. Tonight, representing the Scotland Alliance, Zoha Omar!
So guys, this is bout number 4. Niamh Driver from KSOB and Zoha Omar from O'Neill's. Miss O'Connor is our referee in charge of the action. Here we go, round number 1. So I've said it already, I'll say it again. In fact, all the boxers, this will be the first time they're seeing each other in the ring. So there's a lot of catching up to do, a lot of sussing out to do in this opening round. At the beginning of the season, we were there for Zoha's debut. And she will just throw those straight jabs. But Niamh doing well, using that ring space. Great wee back and forward between these two boxers. So O'Neill's won JATV Live Scottish Boxing Club of the year 2024. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. So this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Jamie Ball, great performance there, man. A wee bit scrappy at times, but it's to be expected. First time he's a meeting, but I think that wee sort of lift you've got with that left jab was crucial, and it was brilliant. How did you find it?
I mean, first round, it's a bit, just trying to figure him out. I've not got a very good fight against southpaws usually, but I feel like I figured them out quite well and then started, putting them together.
Yeah, man, started to find your rhythm well. Yeah. What's the plan with you? You got a busy rest of the season, or is that you, or what's the plan?
Next week I've got a belt tournament, international one in Ware, and I think that'll be about it. And then I've got a training camp, sparring, Tatana, and that's it.
Right, man, good luck with that. Who are we giving a shout out to who's been supporting you?
Gary Nichols and all my mates, Joe Sharp, Rio, and George Hammond.
Right, my man, thank you so much, Jamie Ball. Good luck in the tournament. I'll catch up with you soon, man. Thank you. We are back in the ring. This is round number 2. Niamh Driver in the red corner and Zoha Omar in the blue. So you're watching JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show. This is Boxing Alliance Scotland Select versus Amateur Alliance of England Select. We are 4 bouts in, and all of our online bouts are sponsored by O'Connell's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events. This event is sponsored by JAI Roofing Solutions. So this is bout number 4. You may see that the earlier rounds, like round 1 up to about halfway through round number 2, boxers are sussing each other out, but Neve is really putting the pressure up now. I've seen Zohar in a few intense battles before. She needs to keep busy. Neve keeping that pressure up, switching to the body, then the head. We're getting a count now in favour of Neve Driver. Brilliant work there. And that's the end of round number 2. So this is the bout list. We are currently in bout number 4, Neve Driver and Zohar Omar. Up next, Tommy Stewart and Anthony Krieger. So if you are just tuning in, this is JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show. And we have Boxing Alliance Scotland Select versus the Amateur Alliance of England Select. Neve from round number 2 really starting to find her rhythm. Brilliant footwork. You see her just try to get in the inside of Zohar Omar, throwing that jab, keeping that pressure up. Miss O'Connell keeping a close eye on the action. We've got another count now. Miss O'Connell restarts this bout. Neve is not going to take any chances. Final 10 seconds around number 3. Zohar still trying to fire back, still trying to cling on. Wow, brilliant work there from both boxers. We'll pass to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement.
So ladies and gentlemen, City Cabs, our sponsor for this one. If we can have our sponsor make their way please to the trophy table for the presentations. And ladies and gentlemen, please as always, your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. So for the first time this evening, as we go to our judges' score totals, we have a split decision, a 4-1 split decision. Goes in favour of the red corner, Neve Driver. appreciation for the young lady from Cambuslang, O'Neill's Boxing Club's Zoha Omar. So if both boxers could make their way to the trophy table for the presentations by City Cabs. And we have a change of referee. And we go into round or contest number 5. We go in all even. 2 to Team Scotland, 2 to Team England.
Oh, fancy that. It's 2 each. Not that we're keeping scores.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome a boxing legend into the ring. We'll give him a little introduction in just a couple of moments. But would you please welcome the next 2 boxers to the ring? So all to play for, ladies and gentlemen, in this Grassroots Scotland Alliance, England Alliance International. This is contest number 5. It's all square now. This is very proudly sponsored by Mr. Richie Robertson. This is 3 1.5-minute rounds. We're in the featherweight division. And a referee for this one, former Midlands area boxing champion, former Scottish champion, most importantly, founder member of the St. Francis Boxing Club. Would you please welcome home to Dundee, one of the world's finest referees, Mr. Sandy Matheson. Introducing first the boxing out of the red corner. He wears the black shorts with red. Proudly boxes for Joe's Boxing Academy, Ongar, Essex. Tonight, representing the England Boxing Alliance, he is Tommy Soward. And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing black shorts with white trim, boxes for the Well Meadow Boxing Club in Blairgowrie, he is Anthony Krieger.
So this is bout number 5, Tommy Seward and Anthony Krieger. Round number 1. Sandy Matheson is our referee. Now we see Anthony Krieger at many of the shows we cover. He's been busy this season. Nice work from Tommy Seward. Anthony pushing forward. Tommy's getting some nice shots in retaliation. Anthony just getting his head guard sorted. Sandy Matheson restarts this bout. Last 10 seconds of round number 1. So, knee driver, brilliant performance there. You get 2 counts in the last 2 rounds. How do you find it?
Very good. Obviously, I've had other fights, and I think once I got into the second round, I figured her out in the first round, and then just carried on strong.
That's what I was saying. A lot of in fact, all of the boxers tonight, it will be the first time they're meeting each other. So you need to take that first round, the early part of round 1, to suss each other out, and then just start looking at where you see the weaknesses are. You're getting a lot of support online. What does that mean for you to have that support?
Very good. Like, my family couldn't be here. Some of my family couldn't be here. Obviously, my dad's here. But yeah, having the support is amazing.
Brilliant. Who in particular are we giving a shout out to? Who's been supporting you?
My dad especially, always taking me to boxing training, and my coach obviously training me 24/7 whenever I'm there.
Brilliant, Neve. Thank you so much for chatting to me, and I'll catch up with you soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you. That was Neve Driver. Brilliant performance there from the boxer. Back in the ring, this is round number 2. Tommy Seward in the red corner, Anthony Craig got in the blue. That was a very quick restart of the bout. Now, we've seen Anthony Craig on a lot of really intense matchups this season. Brilliant work there from the well medal boxer. In fact, the whole well medal team this season, before this season, seen them here and there. I've seen a lot of the boxers be down to their gym, covered their home show. So they've really found their element and their place in the Boxing Alliance. It's only right that Anthony Craig represents a well medal team when it comes to representing Scotland. Got a few seconds around number 2. Anthony Craig versus Tommy Seward. Here we go. That's it, Anthony really turning that pressure up. We've seen this before. He'll really turn that pressure up and sometimes just tries to lure his opponent back in. But he's not getting Tommy too much space to move from that corner. Tommy now firing back. So just need to watch them not pushing. There's a lot of space in that ring. See Anthony trying to spin his opponent round. The thing is, like, he can engage in a scrap if he needs to take it there. We've seen that with him before. There's a lot of sparring with his team, Zach and RJ, and his big brother in the gym. Point work there. We'll go back to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Richie Robertson is our sponsor for this one. Our sponsor is with us if they could make their way down to the trophy table. And ladies and gentlemen, a fine display of boxing. Please your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. We go to our judges. Score total, unanimous decision. The winner in the blue corner, Anthony Primer. And please keep the applause going. The man from Joe's, Tommy Sauer. So, ladies and gentlemen, Scotland go one ahead as we go to contest number 6. And can I just remind anybody, if they don't already know, there are envelopes on the table, and that constitutes your raffle. We're not doing raffle tickets. We are simply doing £5 in the envelope. Write your name, your table number on it, and they will be collected, and they will be your draw. You can enter as many times as you want, but all we ask is that you put £5 in the envelope each time. If you are short of fivers, then if you ask any of the girls, Karen there has some fivers in her hand. I'm sure that she'd be more than happy to swap them for 10s or 20s. But any of the waiting staff should be able to help you to change 10s into 5s. They will be coming around very, very shortly. They will be coming very, very shortly, and we'll do the raffle during the interval. Right, change of referee one more time. Contest number 6 is just about to make its way to the ring. So, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome both boxers to the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, contest number 6 is very proudly sponsored by Tennant's Brewers. This is a lightweight contest. It's 3 2-minute rounds. Mr. Paul O'Connor, international referee, in charge of this one. Introducing first and boxing out of the red corner, wearing black and white shorts with silver trim. He boxes for the Kettering School of Boxing this evening, representing the England Alliance, presenting John W. Smith. And across the ring, in the blue corner, wearing sparkling black, trimmed with silver, white and gold. Boxes for the Glen Rothes Boxing Club and the Kingdom of Fife tonight. He represents the Scotland Boxing Alliance. He is Rio Martin.
So this is round number 1 of bout number 5. Sorry, bout number 6, John Smith and Rio Martin. International star referee Paul O'Connor in charge of the action. So Rio often struggles for opponents in Scotland. He's had to travel down south and even abroad. He's not long back from Cyprus. Nice work there from, you could see there, he'd swung a few times and John Smith ducked it. Then Rio started to try and up the pressure. So this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. We meet again, Anthony Craiger, bro, how you feeling?
Amazing. First international fight and it's a win.
Enjoy it?
Yeah.
What do you think about your opponent? Because that's the first time you've seen him and you don't really know what to expect until you get in there.
I thought he was going to be a lot stronger because he looked bigger than me, but it wasn't that hard, to be honest.
I seen when you started to turn up the pressure, he was finding it difficult to sort of get in his rhythm. You just kept disrupting that, you holding him in the corners. Was that what you've been training in the gym?
Yeah, was meant to go aggressive the whole fight, try to do that, and did.
Alright man, who are we going to shout out to who's been supporting you?
Sean, not Craig. Craig didn't come to my fight. Might be my new coach, and everybody who came and is watching.
Craig's watching on a beach somewhere, do you know that?
Yeah.
Been watching online.
Shout out to St. Francis as well for inviting me.
Oh, brilliant, man. Listen, Andy Craiger, sure it won't be long till I see you again. William Wallace, too right, my man. Go enjoy the rest of your night, my man. As Anthony Craiger. So we're back in the ring. This is round number 2. John Smith in the red corner, Rio Martin in the blue. Nice work there from Rio. John Smith looking to return the favour. He's been light on his toes. Kept a safe distance at times. Now, if you're ever going to be in the ring against Rio Martin, there's plenty of footage of him online. So I don't know if that, I know he's constantly changing up as part of the test. He's grown as well. Speak to his coach there. Boxers, when they are growing, every time I see him, he's taller than, he's getting taller and taller, and I think he's now taller than me. So maybe need to consider maybe moving up in weight as well. I think John Smith has been decent test. Get a wee bit scrappy here and there. It's bound to happen, as I said, when boxers are sussing each other out. Nice work there from red corner. He's starting to find his confidence. Nice movement there, just as the bell sounded from John Smith. So yeah, there's Rio there with the EAS team. EAS is one of our business sponsors. If you're interested in supporting JATV Live, a lot of our sponsors are coming to the end of the season. We're looking for new sponsors for the new season. That will determine how busy we are come August, September. You can find all our sponsorship packages, jatvlive.com/sponsorship. So we go, third and final round. So all of our online bouts are sponsored by O'Connell's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events. A few times I think John has tried to get off a quick start, just got caught under the arm of Rio. Paul O'Connell had to get involved a few times, but these are two boxers that you want to shut down at any opportunity you can get. You can see them start to unload. Rio using that ring space. Nice right there, landing his way around that ring. It's currently 3-2 to Scotland. Final few seconds around number 3. They show respect there from both boxers to each other and their teams. And we pass back to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement. Guys, don't go anywhere, still plenty to come. JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show.
Please make their way, our representative, please make their way to the trophy table for the presentations. That's Tennant Breweries. So ladies and gentlemen, as always here this evening, Would you please show your appreciation? Both our boxers in the ring. We go to our judges. We have a unanimous decision. The winner in the blue corner, Rio Martin. And please, ladies and gentlemen, a fine opponent representing the England Alliance, John W. Smith. So ladies and gentlemen, contest number 7 just about to make its way to the ring. Would you please give a warm welcome to both boxers. So ladies and gentlemen, this is contest number 7, very proudly sponsored by John Fruani. This is a light flyweight contest. It's 3 2-minute rounds of boxing. The referee in charge is Mr. James Thompson. Introducing first, and boxing out of the red corner. She boxes for Champs Camp Boxing in the No Mercy Gym, Hitchin, Hertfordshire. Tonight, representing the England Boxing Alliance, here is Casey Lawrence. And across the ring in the blue corner, she wears the black shorts with pink trim. She proudly boxes for the Weights Boxing Club in Peterhead, the northeast of Scotland, presenting Cara Pearce.
So this is bout number 7. Cara Pearce from Weights and Casey Lawrence from Champs Camp.
Could I just ask, if you are taking photographs, please make sure your flash function is switched off.
So we go round number 1. Casey Lawrence in the red corner. Cara Pierce in the blue. Referee rules it a slip or a trip. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. So this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Rio Martin, man, just out the ring, just back for holiday, just back for Cyprus, just back for training camps, man. You're living a life. How you feeling?
Oh, I'm actually buzzing, man. Just living it, like you say, yeah.
I was saying there, you're now taller than me. So what's the deal with the weight? You got to keep sticking it this way, or what? You got to have to?
Well, I just got after Cyprus on another holiday the week after, and I went to Turkey with my pal, and I came back heavy. I'm not going to say over this, obviously, yeah, but I came back absolutely heavy. There to cut a good bit for this fight. Like I showed, I'm good at my boxing, but the last round I did. I'm not saying that's the fitness, I'm saying I'm cop out for the weight, I would say, but yeah, I would say that's the weight because Levi is a brilliant coach. He coaching me like mad, like the fitness levels at our club is unreal, so aye, yeah.
Who are we giving a shout out to?
I'll give a shout out to people that came here, my followers, Levi, Stevie, my dad obviously, just everyone,
Your gran in the chat.
Yeah, my granny Dev. Yeah, shout out to her.
Brother Rio, as always, thank you so much for chatting to me, and I'll catch up with you shortly, bro. Thank you. That was Rio Martin, just out the ring. We've been following his career since we launched JATV Live way back in 2019. So we're back in for round number 2, Casey Martin and Kira Pierce. So all of our online bouts are sponsored by O'Connell's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events. This event is sponsored by JATV Roofing Solutions. The head guard issue of Kira Pierce. So we are on bout number 6. I believe there will be an interval. I'm not quite sure. I think it's after bout 10. Final 10 seconds, round number 2. So let's have a look where we are on the card. So we're scheduled for 14 bouts. We're currently at bout number 6. That was, sorry, we are currently in bout number 7. Excuse me, so I'm reading the comments after. Bout number 7, Casey Lawrence and Kira Pierce. Up next, Luca Federici and Matthew Fairclough. Go back in the ring, third and final round. Final 10 seconds of round number 3. So we pass back to Craig Stephen in the ring with the official announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, trophy sponsor for this one is Mr. John Fulani. If he is with us, if he could make his way please to the trophy table. Ladies and gentlemen, before we declare the official result, as always, please show your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. We go to our judges' score totals. Unanimous decision. The winner in the red corner, Casey Lawrence. And ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for the young lady representing Scotland Boxing Alliance. And my apologies on behalf of the person who wrote the name of the programme, and on behalf of me, who got the correction wrong. This is Kira Pearce. So if you still have, ladies and gentlemen, if you still have £5 envelopes with £5 in them and they haven't been collected, the ladies from the bar staff, I believe, are coming around the room to get them, or somebody is. Could you please just give us a little show of hands if somebody has uncollected envelopes on their tables? So if you have uncollected envelopes, stick your hand up, somebody will get straight to you and relieve you of your raffle envelope. Ladies and gentlemen, contest number 8, this is our final contest of the first half. Would you please welcome both boxers to the ring?
Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring. Bound by wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, down, down.
So, okay, here we go. This is contest number 8. Raymond Globe is our sponsor. This is a welterweight contest of 3 2-minute rounds, and a referee in charge of the action, one of the finest, and Dundee man, Mr. Sandy Matheson. Introducing first, and boxing out of the red corner, he wears the black shorts with Gan Metal Grey. He boxes for Champs Camp Boxing. This evening, representing the England Boxing Alliance, would you please welcome Luca Pedretti. And across the ring in the blue corner, he wears the black shorts with white and red. Boxes for Queen's Boxing, Springfield, Cooper, tonight representing the Scotland Boxing Alliance. Here is Matthew Fairclough.
So this is bout number 8 of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show. This is Boxing Alliance Scotland Select versus Amateur Alliance England Select. And in the ring from Champs Camp, Luca Pedretti in the red corner, and Matthew Fairclough from Quins in the blue. Our referee in charge of the action, Sandy Matheson. So this will be the final bout of this half. We will then go to the adverts and we will be back. The 6 bouts in the second half. Nice work from both boxers there. You can see the pressure that Luca is putting up. Luca looking very sharp and composed. Matthew Fairclough. Try to switch to the body there, pulling back just in the nick of time. Final 10 seconds of round number 1.
They know. Oh, I think it's good. Most of my
So Casey Lawrence just out the ring, joins me up in the balcony. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
You enjoy that?
Yeah.
What's it been like travelling up to Scotland, getting in the ring with somebody that you've never met before? You don't really know what to expect. What's that whole journey been like so far for you?
Yeah, it was a long drive coming up here, but you just come here, put a good show on, no matter what the outcome is, just keep going.
That's the spirit, that's the spirit. What's the plan with you when we go to see you next?
Hopefully soon. Hopefully we'll come back up here or you guys will come back down.
Yeah, maybe they'll invite me down south.
Yeah.
Who are we giving a shout out to? Who's been supporting you?
I'll shout out to my coaches, Gary and Martin, for always pushing me so much, as far as I can go.
Right, Casey, thank you so much. Go enjoy the rest of your night, and we'll hopefully see you soon. Thank you. That was Casey Lawrence. So we are back in the ring, round number 2 of bout number 8. Luca Pedretti and Matthew Fairclough. Nice work there from Matthew Fairclough. But Luca got some nice shots of his own. You see him instinctively just raising that guard, try to block what Matthew retaliates with. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. So this is the final round of the first half. You are watching JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show here at the Change Centre, Street Soccer Scotland in Dundee. Our event sponsor, JI Roofing Solutions, and all of JATV Live's online bouts are sponsored by O'Connell's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events. We are looking for new sponsors to take us through the season. O'Connell's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events will be staying with us till the end of 2026, at least. So if you are interested in supporting us, jot over to jtvlive.com/sponsorship. Nice work now coming from Luca Pedretti. Final 10 seconds of round number 3. So we pass back to Craig Stephen in the ring for the final announcement of the first half.
So ladies and gentlemen, on the apron we have our medical officer, Dr. Scott Henderson. He gives the boxers one last check before they come together with Mr. Sandy Matheson. And as they do, please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. We go to our judges' score totals. The winner in the blue corner, Matthew Fergal. And please, your appreciation, the man from Champs Camp, representing the England Alliance, Luca Pedretti. So ladies and gentlemen, the officials are going to have a comfort break. We're going to do the raffle in around about 5 minutes time. So you have a 5-minute comfort break, and we might even have a couple of auction items for the benefit of the St Francis Boxing Club here on their 67th birthday. We'll see you back in the boxing ring very, very shortly.
So guys, this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Matthew Fucker from Quins, just at the ring. I know I've just dragged you up the stairs, you've got all your fans waiting to take pictures, but we need to go for an interval soon. Listen, how did you find it?
Oh, that was the hardest fight I've had since ever. That was a good fight, like he hit hard, but
what does it mean for you to get the win representing Scotland?
Oh, it's great. I was so nervous coming into this fight, but I was training quite hard, but it was pretty worth it. So
what's it like training with that guy Monty Ogilvie?
It's something like, but he's good. I could ask for a better trainer like him and Kieran Quinn. Best coaches I could ask for.
And what's the plan with you? When we going to see you next?
As soon as possible. Wallace Cup maybe, but
well, I'll be there, man, so I'll be looking forward to seeing you again. Who are we giving a shout out to? Who's been supporting you in particular?
Shout out to Monty, and shout out to the golfing at Ladybank, the best pub out there.
Brilliant, man. Listen, thank you so much. Just before you go, guys, we're going to take a short interval. We'll be back in about 10-15 minutes or so. I'll see you shortly. So this interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. This interview has been sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. So this interview is sponsored by. 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 So guys, this interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. 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 Sponsor. 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 Sponsored by.
Hi there, it's Joe from Sustainable Future Consultancy. Our main aim is to help people reduce energy costs and improve their EPC ratings of their homes. We do that by offering free grants for people to get free air source heat pumps, solar panels, insulation, electric storage upgrades, and in some cases gas boilers. If you're interested and you think you may be eligible, click on the link, head over to the website and find out a bit more.
You're my spicy margarita, babe. Burn my tongue, make me shake. Mix it up or give it to me straight. Turn me on, make me.
I'm free to be the greatest Himalayan. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. The greatest, the greatest, the greatest. I love you. The greatest, the greatest. I love you. Don't give up, I won't give up. Don't give up, no, no, no. Don't give up, I won't give up. Don't give up, no, no, no. I'm free to be the greatest Himalayan. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. The greatest, the greatest, the greatest. I love you. The greatest, the greatest. I love you. Oh, oh, I ain't got stamina. Oh, oh, I ain't got stamina. Oh, oh, I got stamina. Oh, oh, I got stamina.
I'm Samantha Merrilees. I am Scott's proud ma, and I'm also the founder of his charity, the Scott Martin Foundation. Scott was a lovely boy. He was a wonderful person. He had a really big personality, really large character. He was the life and soul, and that was apparent even when he was a small child. He was the type of person that even if you only met him once or you just met him briefly, you never forgot him, you always remembered him. He was really caring. He was just a lovely boy to have around. He was really family orientated, so he really loved like being around his family, any get-togethers or stuff like that. He loved that kind of thing, and he also loved being around his friends. At school, I would say Scott was never really academic. He struggled quite a lot through school, right from primary school right into high school. Anything sport Scott excelled it. He was just natural. He was just a natural sports person. Boxing and football was obviously his main things, but any kind of sport at all, whether it be snowboarding, cycling, fishing, anything that he kind of put his hand to, he was brilliant at it.
Referee Joe Duffy stops this contest in round number 2 in favour of the winner, who is now Scottish novice schoolboy, born 0405, 62 kilo champion in the blue corner, Scott Martin.
Brilliant, man! Scott first became ill and started to voice what he was experiencing when he was around about 15, coming up for 16. And a lot of the things the kind of doctors put down to just being like his age, hormones and things like that. Then when he turned 16, he started to say and voice more that he was really struggling with his mental health. And probably like most parents locally, we thought that the process would be quite straightforward to access the mental health system for children. Going to the doctor, and we thought it would just be an assessment and then he would receive the care and support. But as I said, like a lot of other local families, we found that wasn't the case at all. It was so hard to access any support for him. We felt as a family that they weren't really taking things serious with Scott. And even though we were seeing in the house how much he was struggling and we were relaying to them everything that was happening, he still wasn't deemed like he was ill enough to receive immediate support. In the May 2020, that's when Scott had his first attempt to take his life. And even following that and everything else that Scott had presented with, they still didn't think he was high enough risk. So we were then left as a family just to kind of care for him ourselves. So following his appointment in May, after his first attempt to take his life, Scott was placed on the waiting list for CAMHS. We were told that it would be a minimum of 18 weeks before he even received a letter. He waited until the December to actually see somebody face to face. That was the 21st of December. So for all those months, Scott had struggled with maybe just a phone call every couple of weeks for somebody for CAMHS, and obviously us as support. In that time we had another suicide attempt, and his health just deteriorated rapidly. As I had said before, we just couldn't get help anywhere, we couldn't get support anywhere. Even though we were screaming out and Scott was openly asking for support, he was actively trying to take his life, there still was no support there at all for us. He had his appointment at CAMHS on the 21st of December, and 9 days later Scott took his own life. He had went so long with no support that he obviously thought there was just no other way. In the weeks that followed Scott's suicide, loads of people contacted me through Messenger or sent me a text message or came up to me in the street and told me their story with their children or their child, and just said that it was the same kind of story as what Scott's was. You know, they'd been trying it hard to access support. They felt like the one had been taken serious or their child wasn't deemed ill enough. They didn't meet the criteria for the support for CAMHS. As a family, we sat and we kind of thought, you know, there has to be something locally, there has to be something better that can be put in place that can support the kids immediately. If they need it, if they're brave enough to ask for support, then they should receive it. So we decided to take the money that had been donated to us through the GoFundMe at the time when Scott died, and we put it into a charity. And what we do is we pay now private counsellors or therapists to see the kids straight away. The kids still go to their GP, and then the referral's still sent through to CAMHS. Once they've either been placed on the waiting list or they've been told that they don't meet the criteria for support, they can then contact us and we can step in and support meantime as a stepping stone, so that no child's left for any length of time with no support at all, like what Scott was. The support that we put in place comes for private counsellors and therapists, which means that there's a better chance that the support can be given to the kids immediately. They don't need to wait any length of time. As a foundation as well, we work in partnership with Scott's own gym, Sparta Boxing Academy. We fully fund boot camps that run during the kids' holidays, so that alleviates the pressure from the parents to be able to afford it, because every space is fully funded by Scott's Foundation. As a family and as a foundation, we recognise the importance and the need for immediate support to be there for the local children that are suffering from poor mental health or suicidal ideation. Every penny that we receive to Scott's Foundation goes towards securing the support that we've already established in the local area for local children. There's no formal criteria for support, so any child that is brave enough to ask for help and support receives support. Every referral that we receive is completely confidential and it's filtered through to the best therapist or counsellor. For more information or to access the support that we offer locally, you can contact us via our website or through email or through our social media platforms. Thanks for listening to Scott's story and the work that we now do in his memory. Our aims are to raise awareness of youth suicide and to support youths and children through mental health, and we hope that with your support and the continued support of the local people that we'll be able to do this for a long time.
So hello, good evening, welcome back to part 2 of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show. This is Boxing Alliance Scotland versus Amateur Alliance of England. You're watching JATV Live with me, Jamie Alexander O'Neill. 4 bouts left this evening. Obaida Yakubi, Bongani Habazari, Danny Ball, Kieran Ramis, Drew Price, Finlay Adams, and then Reece Vincent and Adam Payton top our bill. We are almost ready to go back to the ring. So all of our online bouts are sponsored by O'Connell's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events. All of our interviews are sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. And thank you to all of our JATV Live Club sponsors. So we are just awaiting our ring announcer, award-winning international sports announcer Craig Stephen. He takes the ring.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, looking towards the boxer's holding area, we only see one boxer. We are looking for his Scottish counterpart. If somebody can help us out, please do so. I'm going to turn to our sound engineer, Mr. Jack Stephen. Jack, plays a tune, any tune. Go on. Go on, Jack. Oh, there we go. Right, so I'm going to look up on the balcony. Mr. James Casey, a great friend of Scottish boxing, is up there. Help us out, Casey, please. If you can see the O'Neill's Boxing Club, can you tell them, please, to get themselves down to the club area? So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Contest number 10. We're back in the mix with the Scotland Alliance, the England Alliance. Please welcome both boxers to the ring.
Oft, I went right, running along that corridor to find Bongani. Found him. So this is bout number, technically 11 on the card. Obai Jacobi and Bongani Habazari.
So ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is contest number 10. Currently, I do believe we are 5-3 Scotland. There is still plenty time for this to be turned around by the England Boxing Alliance. This is very proudly sponsored by Glams Investments. They're our sponsors for this one. And this is 3 2-minute rounds of boxing in the light welterweight division. In charge of the action for this one, the international star referee, veteran championship referee from Scotland, Mr. James Thompson. Introducing first, and boxing out of the red corner. He wears red shorts with white. He boxes for the Southall Boxing Club London. He is Obadullah Jacobi. And opposing him across the ring in the blue corner. He wears the blue shorts with white trim. Proudly boxes for the O'Neill's Boxing Club, Cambuslang, Glasgow. Representing the Scotland Boxing Alliance, here is Bongani Habazari.
So if you are just joining us, welcome back. This is JATV Live's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club's 67th anniversary show. This is round number 1 of bout number 11 on the card. Obai Jacobi and Bongani Habazari. Cyril Bongani, well, I've seen him a few times, even here at the Change Centre, and I spoke to Obaid earlier. Both have patiently waited. all day, all evening and through the interval for this bout. So you are watching JATV's coverage of the St Francis Boxing Club 67th anniversary show. This is Boxing Eye Scotland Select versus the Amateur Alliance England with me, Jamie Alexander O'Neill. All of our interviews are sponsored by Sustainable Future Consultancy and RSS Securities, and all of our online bouts are sponsored by O'Connor's Bar and Diner and Bout Time Boxing Events. This event is sponsored by JAI Roofing Solutions. We go back in the ring, round number 2. The elements of success from both boxers here. Get a wee bit scrappy when they're trying to shut each other down. There's a wee bit of head clash there. Okay, our doctor is let me check over if the referee deems it right. Nope. Just get right back in it. Nice work there from Mogani, but Obai still pushing forward, finding some success. You just need to watch those big swings. I think Obai should maybe stick to the jab, switch down and try and get up under the long range of Mogani. Take a lot of energy with the big swings. You can also see them come. You see Mogani there just shutting them down. Final 10 seconds of round number 2. Get a wee bit scrappy now, but both boxers finding some success. So shout out to all our JATV Live sponsors, including EAS, Electricity Asset Services, Bout Time Boxing Events, RSS Securities, McGurk Fencing, KLC Property Solutions, O'Connell's Bar and Diner, JMF Building Services, Miles Electrical, the Armstrong Angel Trust, Sustainable Future Consultancy and the Scottish Boxing Awards 2025. All of our JATV Live club sponsors are up on the screen, including some of the clubs that you have seen today, including Jonesy's, Glenrothes, Antonina. They're not here today, but they're just back from Czechoslovakia, the Czech. And we've got St Francis, who are hosting the show. New York Hull as well, we're away over the weekend. So So, we go back in the ring, third and final round, Bangani Habazari, Obaid Yakubi. So it'll buy. Try to continue with that press shot. Do you think both boxers have been guilty of maybe grabbing? Oh, nice big shot there landed from Yakub. Mangani's been good when he gets the jabs in the back foot, but again, very scrappy match. Good Mangani swinging and missing. Mason Dock in the comments believes Mangani's landing the cleaner shots. I think both have found success. Nice work there from Mangani. Two pass by Craig Stephen in the ring with an official announcement.
So ladies and gentlemen, Glam's Investments is our trophy sponsor for this one. If I could ask our sponsor please to join Nori at the trophy table for the presentations. And ladies and gentlemen, as always, please your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. So we go to our judges. Unanimous decision, the winner in the blue corner, Bongani Habazari. And please, ladies and gentlemen, your appreciation, the boxer from London, Abdullah Yakubi. So both boxers could please make their way to the presentation table. We have a change of referee. And contest number 11, just about to make its way to the ring. Would you please welcome both boxers to the ring. So ladies and gentlemen, out of deference to the one and only Oasis, we're going to let that one go to the end. This is contest number 11 of a fantastic evening of boxing here at the Change Centre, brought to you by St. Francis on their 67th anniversary. Kilgar Wealth is our sponsor for this one. Middleweight contest, 3 2-minute rounds. Mr. Sandy Matheson, star referee, in charge of the action. Introducing first, boxing out of the red corner, wearing silver with black. Boxing for Champs Camp Boxing. And this evening, representing the England Boxing Alliance, here is Danny Paul! And in the blue corner, wearing white shorts with red, boxing for the Joneses Boxing Club in the village of Clean, Stirlingshire. Tonight representing the Scotland Boxing Alliance, here is Kieran Ramage!
About 10 seconds of round number 1. So guys, joining me up on the balcony, Wangani Habazari. We've met here quite a few times, man. How does this differ from the previous ones?
Obviously you're doing international duty, so it's different for doing it, fighting for your club, but it's different, but it's the same, man. Every fight is good to go in there, get your hand raised, man. It's just good, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. Boxing Alliance Scotland, you know what I mean. My second time fighting international. I was fighting Canada last week, got the win there. Second time, this is for Scotland, so it means just that way extra bit more, man. And I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Right, man. Did you rehearse that?
I don't know. Everything with me is raw, straight raw, man.
Who we get a shout out to who's been supporting you?
Every single one of my coaches, my whole club. Brian Murphy, Andy Clayton, Conor McCabe, who's been helping me as well, coming out to do the corners. Adam Patton, shout out to Adam Patton. I know you're going to ask me who you're going to shout out to. Adam Patton, who's next on. No doubt that he'll get the win. Pistol Patton, he's up next, man. Bringing it home.
Right, man, we're going to go back in the ring.
Thank you very much, Jamie.
Thank you so much, my man.
So ladies and gentlemen, Kilgore Wealth is our sponsor for this one. If our sponsor is with us, if we could make their way down to the presentation table. And ladies and gentlemen, again, before we declare the result, please your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. So we go to our judges' score totals. The winner in the blue corner, Kieran Rowge. And please your appreciation for England's Danny Ball. So ladies and gentlemen, we have two left. This is the penultimate contest of the evening. We're going to give it the full Vegas treatment, the single ring walks. We have a referee change, and as soon as I see the man in the bow tie, we are good to go. So firstly, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome to the boxing ring, from Bristol, Drew Price. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome the man from Springfield, Cooper, Finlay, Adam!
So this is bout 13 on the card. Drew Price from NSC and Finlay Adams from Quins. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. So this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Kieran Ramage with me again. Good strong bout, man, for you. How you feeling?
Great. I thought I won the first 2 rounds with shots up and down, body and head. Last round I thought the other boy won it to myself, you know. It was a physically tough fight and he was a strong opponent, so I'm happy with the win.
I've been saying the whole night, everybody's getting in that ring. You don't know your opponents. The first time you're seeing them, it's not like you've been sparring or seen them at competitions or regional. So what's it like getting into a ring when you literally know nothing about your opponent?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a real difference having an international bout like this. You know, you've got no knowledge of your opponent, so you have to kind of adapt on the fly when you're in the ring. It's a different challenge, you know.
And who are we getting a shout out to, my man?
Just a shout out to my family, friends who came to watch me today, and obviously the team at Jonesy's. Always got to give them a lot of credit for getting me to this point.
Right, listen, we're way back in the ring. Thank you so much, my man. That was Kieran Ramage. We are back in the ring. Drew Price and Finlay Adams.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Cosmo Molinaro, the man responsible for the purchase of all the trophies here this evening, is our sponsor for this one. If he could please make his way down to the presentation table. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you, and it's a boxing crowd, most of you are very aware, for those of you unaware of the criteria of scoring for Olympic style boxing, we cannot have a draw. What we have here is the nearest thing, and a fantastic contest. The referee, Mr. O'Connor, has asked me to ask you to please join him. Congratulate both these young men on a great contest. So it reflects in the scoring. We have a 3-2 split decision. Goes in favour of the blue corner, Finlayado. And please, ladies and gentlemen, always tough being on the wrong side of a 3-2 split. Please, your appreciation. The man from Smelters Boxing, Drew Price. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please welcome back into the boxing ring, Dundonian and founder member of the St. Francis Boxing Club. We have seen him here this evening in the boxing ring. He is a former Scottish champion boxer, a former English Midlands area champion boxer. Norrie's saying, where is he? I think he's right behind you. He's behind you, Sandy Matheson. Please welcome him back in.
Run, Sandy, run. Just a quick word, because I know we want to get on with this. Sandy, his history going back in Dundee boxing is phenomenal. I seen earlier, Franco Feather was in there. This man was boxing with Dick McTaggart, Franco Feather and a few others for St. Francis. But more than that, he was also in my corner when I had my first bout at 18, and he took me up to Lochaber for my first senior bout. I boxed for Camperdown at the time. Sandy, this is a wee gift from us in St. Francis, thanking you for your work, because you haven't forgotten about us as a club. Your support with us for the Scots, the Alliance, the English Alliance, has been tremendous. And we talked about this 4 years ago. You're a star. It's not just a star referee, you're a star. Thank you.
I'd like to thank Norman and St. Francis for inviting me here. I love coming back to Dundee, and I hope you've all enjoyed the team that were brought up tonight. Boxing has been fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So thank you to Sandy, thank you to Norman, and ladies and gentlemen, we're just about to bring our main event of the evening into the boxing ring. At the conclusion of our main event, please just give us another 5 minutes, because we do have a presentation for Best Boxers, Best England Boxer, Best Scotland Boxer. This is our main event of the evening. Would you please welcome, firstly, representing the England Boxing Alliance, Rhys Vincent! And now, ladies and gentlemen, representing the Boxing Alliance Scotland, Adam Batten! So, ladies and gentlemen, for the final time here this evening on behalf of St. Francis on their 67th anniversary, you're all very welcome here to the Change Centre in Dundee, Scotland for our top of the bill. Very proudly sponsored by our event sponsor, JI Roofing Solutions. And this is three-minute rounds of boxing and light middleweight contest. Officials are appointed by the Boxing Alliance Scotland. Their official in charge is Mr. Jim Sterling, and he sits alongside Mr. Danny Scullion, Mr. Willie Arbuckle. Our medical officer, Dr. Scott Henderson. Our timekeeper at the bell, Mr. Ryan O'Rourke. And upon the sound of the bell, a referee in charge is Mr. James Thompson. And so, ladies and gentlemen, for the sold out hundreds in attendance here at ringside, for those watching us live on JATV, the officials are ready, the boxers are ready. Are you ready for the main event? Introducing first, and boxing out of the red corner, he wears the black shorts with white trim. He weighed in at 71.9 kilos, boxes for Joe's Boxing Academy, Ongar, Essex tonight, representing Boxing Alliance England, here is Rhys Vincent! And across the ring in the blue corner, wearing the blue shorts with white trim, official weight 69.7 kilos. Boxes for the O'Neill's Boxing Club in Campusland, Glasgow, and tonight he represents the Scottish Boxing Alliance. He is Adam Batten!
So this is our main event, Rhys Vincent and Adam Batten in the ring. You've been watching JATV's coverage of the St Francis 67th anniversary show, Boxing Alliance Scotland versus the Amateur Alliance of England. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. So Finlay Adams, you've been patiently waiting for all the auctions and stuff. Brilliant performance, mate. To me, you're just getting better and better. But try and sum it up, how you feeling?
Absolutely phenomenal, man. It's just sinking in. It's a bit unreal, but it was a hard bout. I was knackered, had to dig deep. I'm just on top of the world right now, man.
I've been speaking to boxers the whole night. I've been saying, bringing it up, that this is the first time you're sort of come across these opponents. You've never seen them before. You don't really know what to expect. How does that change your mindset going into a bout?
I think sometimes if you can watch a lot of tape on somebody, or you can see a lot, you can almost overthink it. And I think tonight I just went in free, just like, all right, I'm going to have to adapt to what's in front of me. So in that way, it could be a good thing, you know.
Who are we getting a shout out to, my man?
Shout out to my family, always supporting me. My coaches, Monty, Kieran, they've changed my life, and to all the BAS officials, especially Nori, for giving me this opportunity.
Right, man, Finlay Adams, as always, thank you so much, man. I'll catch up with you shortly, bro. We are back in for round number 2. This is our main event. Rhys Vincent from GBA and Adam Patton.
So ladies and gentlemen, our main event sponsor is JI Roofing Solutions. Could I please ask Johnny from JI Roofing to join me at the boxing ring for the final presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you will agree the main event did not disappoint. What a great contest. Please your appreciation for both our boxers in the ring. So, we go to our judges' score totals. We have a unanimous decision. The winner in the red corner, Rhys Vincent. And please, ladies and gentlemen, it takes two to make a contest. The man representing the Scottish Alliance from O'Neill's Campus Line, Adam Patton.
Yeah, I got to listen to music in the week, I'm listening all the week. What do you mean? How do you listen to my, I don't listen You're on 40, bro, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, bro. If you're not listening to 10, you're not getting it. I'm not listening to 10.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am hoping that Johnny, our sponsor from JI, will remain in the ring and present Best Boxer trophies for Scotland and England. Trident trophies are responsible for the sponsorship of this one, and Johnny is going to present the trophies on their behalf. So, we're looking for Mr. McVicker, where are you? You have the trophies? No, you don't. I'll go and get them. Ladies and gentlemen, we start off with the Best Boxing Alliance England Boxer of the evening, as chosen by our judges at ringside, and it goes to the boxer from the No Mercy Gym in Hitchin, the Champs Camp Boxing Club, boxer Casey Lawrence. So Casey, can you please join us in the boxing ring? So Casey Lawrence, our Best Boxing Alliance of England boxer of the evening, proudly accepting her trophy. And ladies and gentlemen, taking the trophy for the Best Boxing Alliance Scotland boxer. It's been a while since we've seen him in a boxing ring. It was early on. Boxing Sport, St. Francis, Dundee. He is Chris Moore!
What am I looking at?
Look at me, my man. So guys, this interview is sponsored by RSS Securities and Sustainable Future Consultancy. Rhys Vincent, just at the ring, main event. I know you had a long wait, but listen, bright performance, man. Even some of the security guards were commenting how brilliant you were, man, for me, which it's always just added to the judges' scorecards. Try and sum it up though, how are you feeling?
It's the second time representing England, and to get the win feels pretty good. And I'm team captain, so I'm honoured.
Yeah, you led it seemed like hours and hours, in fact it was hours and hours ago, you led your team out to the bagpipes. Have you done that before, or is that the first time you've been led into bagpipes?
First time I've been led into the ring by bagpipes. It was quite an experience, it was really nice.
And what's the younger boxers been like that you were leading? What have they been like earlier on in the day preparing for their bouts?
Yeah, really good everyone, all the coaches have been really supportive, the team's been all in one, just helping each other out. It's been an unreal experience. It feels so weird that we flew here this morning and I'm boxing at like 10 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock at night, whatever it is. But it feels good. It feels really good.
So this is the first Scotland versus England Boxing Alliance. I'm looking forward to this happening again. I think the plans maybe have it maybe down south. I'll probably tag along for the journey maybe. I don't know if you've got your own set version of JATV down there, but if no, I'll be doing an interview.
Don't, so come down.
That's the invite. That was the invite I was looking for. Right, who are we giving a shout out to? Who's been supporting you? Who's had your back? Who makes your prep meals? Who gets you in the gym?
I could be here all day. My coaches, Joe and Aid, my team, everyone at Joe's Boxing Academy, my missus, my friends, my parents. I could list them all, but you know who you are, and I really, really do appreciate everything you do for me.
Right, man, Reece, thank you so much, man. Stay here for a minute, guys. That's it from me. Head over to jtvlive.com/events for all our future events. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend. From me and from Reece and from everybody at Boxing Alliance Scotland and English Alliance, take care, good night. So, this interview is sponsored by...
Andy, terrific job. Not just coaching the match, but helping us put this together. I'd also like to thank my wife Frances and Anne Menzies for everything they do for the club. And there's so many other people behind what we do that helps us make a fantastic night. Great teamwork. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Have a safe journey, guys. Have a safe journey.
Thank you, Nori. And from all of us, ladies and gentlemen, a very good night. Good night.
So this interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. This interview has been sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. So this interview is sponsored by. 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 So guys, this interview is sponsored by. This interview is sponsored by. 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 Sponsor. 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 Sponsored by.
Hi there, it's Joe from Sustainable Future Consultancy. Our main aim is to help people reduce energy costs and improve their EPC ratings of their homes. We do that by offering free grants for people to get free air source heat pumps, solar panels, insulation, electric storage upgrades, and in some cases gas boilers. If you're interested and you think you may be eligible, click on the link, head over to the website and find out a bit more.
You're my spicy margarita, babe. Burn my tongue, make me shake. Mix it up or give it to me straight. Turn me on, make me.
I'm free to be the greatest I'm alive. I'm free to be the greatest here tonight. The greatest, the greatest, the greatest. I love you. The greatest, the greatest. I love you. Don't give up, I won't give up. Don't give up, no, no, no.
I'm Samantha Merrilees. I am Scott's proud ma, and I'm also the founder of his charity, the Scott Martin Foundation. Scott was a lovely boy. He was a wonderful person. He had a really big personality, really large character. He was the life and soul, and that was apparent even when he was a small child. He was the type of person that even if you only met him once or you just met him briefly, you never forgot him, you always remembered him. He was really caring. He was just a lovely boy to have around. He was really family orientated, so he really loved like being around his family, any get-togethers or stuff like that. He loved that kind of thing, and he also loved being around his friends. At school, I would say Scott was never really academic. He struggled quite a lot through school, right from primary school right into high school. Anything sport, Scott excelled at. He was just natural. He was just a natural sports person. Boxing and football was obviously his main things, but any kind of sport at all, whether it be snowboarding, cycling, fishing, anything that he kind of put his hand to, he was brilliant at it.
Referee Joe Duffy stops this contest in round number 2 in favour of the winner, who